Former NBA point guard Ish Smith is probably best known for playing for a league record 13 different teams, but I'd like to tell you what I remember him for, which is one of the most unique pregame rituals I've ever heard an athlete have. I covered Ish a few different times since he had multiple stints with the Wizards. He's actually now a scout in their front office. And back in 2020, I wrote a story on how he got ready for games. Ish Smith would basically try to go into a game as calm as possible. So he didn't drink caffeine or do anything to pump himself up. Instead, he would listen to motivational podcasts or gospel music on the way to the game, and he would always call his mom. Then he would go into the locker room, and before warming up, he would binge watch TV shows. Now, his favorite show was Everybody Loves Raymond. Not exactly what you would expect from an NBA player, especially 15 years after it last aired. And when Ish told me this, he prefaced it by saying, "You're going to laugh." And I did. But he loved that show so much, he watched it before games. And he even rattled off some of his favorite episodes. Here is a quote from Ish Smith in the story I wrote for NBC. "One of my favorites is when the dad drove his car through the house. So they fixed the wallpaper, and he came in towards the end of the episode and saw that the wallpaper was not the same. So Raymond just snapped. He just snapped. That was a really good episode." Ish Smith had some more quirks. He was usually a bench player, and so he would stay in the locker room when the game started to go to the bathroom. He would watch the beginning of the game on TV, go use the bathroom, and then run out to the court, usually in time before the coach put him in. But that season, Wizards starter Isaiah Thomas got ejected less than 2 minutes into a game. Ish Smith was nowhere to be found. He said he ran out to the court after going to the bathroom, and the assistant coaches were like, "Are you ready?" And he was like, "Ready for what?" Let's just hope he washed his hands that night.